this video is almost like a warning video because this is a real thing that's happening right now, especially for people like us. You might want to share this video with friends, family, especially Gen Zers, people who are on the internet a lot, who use social media, things like that. They are now able to. All right, man, you ready, Jericho?
I'm trying to make it so the top of the square in the background is like lining up with my head, so you can't tell which one is which. Yeah, look at that. Where does it start? Where does it end? Damn, that's pretty good right there. Look at that. Oh man, wow, I'm good.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I'm just trying to live life, man.
I see. Whatever makes you happy.
Does that count? I guess.
Okay. Well, anyway, today is a very special day, Jericho. Will you stop doing? This is a very serious episode.
Okay.
You go in the wrong direction.
That's
all right. Today is a very special episode, and we usually do an intro to these things, but you know what? Today I'm not going to do it. I have a few friends who are going to do the intro for me. Roll that beautiful footage.
Hey guys, it's Zap and Jericho from the 6-time international award-winning music duo Bandit Future.
They make clean, fun music that everyone can listen to with a sound that's uniquely Californian.
Now, let me be clear. You are now tuned into the Life's a Circus podcast,
where we talk about everything funny, interesting, or ridiculous.
Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with another robot like me. Fantastic.
So, yeah.
That's very enjoyable.
That was used as an illustration and proof point. AI is here. AI is getting insanely good. And I made that video within a few minutes using artificial intelligence technology to change people's voices and make it sound like people that you are familiar with. I didn't even speak that into anything. I just typed it out and I assigned it a voice. And you can, there's still some parts where you can tell it's not real.
Sure.
But from, other things that you may have heard, a lot of that was really close. So any first impressions, Jericho, just from seeing our illustrious intro?
I mean, respects. We know some big people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we got connections. Y'all got to respect us. We know people. We got some higher ups, man. We got Elon and all up in the BFFs, Elon and Obeezy, and dang, man, like we on it. But first impression is just like, already, if you're not paying attention, it's like that sounds really real. Like, just everything's kind of getting.
The best one was Elon Musk.
And I'm looking more. I figured, just like with people that do voices in just entertainment, there are certain voices that are probably easier to replicate. I'm just imagining, but yeah, just let it go a little further, because I think that's a lot better. I've seen stuff like that maybe like 2 years ago, and it wasn't really that great.
Right. And
it's just like, yeah, it's getting the gap is getting between what's real and what's not is just getting so close, and it's only a matter of time before. I don't know what's going to happen. I just know that it's happening, or maybe that's. I'm also imagining if that's what they're showing us, they got better stuff.
Yeah,
there's something behind the scenes they haven't even unleashed yet. That's just like crazy. So
yeah, well, it's a good thing that you said that, because there is better stuff, and it's just not relegated to celebrities.
Okay.
So now, this video is almost like a warning video, because this is a real thing that's happening right now, especially for people like us. You might want to share this video with friends, family, especially Gen Zers, people who are on the internet a lot, who use social media, things like that. They're now able to, they call it training the AI. So those videos were able to be made because they have lots of recordings of these people's voices because they're very famous people. But that the same thing can be done with just regular people who are on the internet a lot. So think about places where you use your voice. You might make a TikTok video, a YouTube video, Facebook, Instagram, and all of these instances where your voice is being used. It can be used to train an AI and do the same thing with the voice of regular people. And that is what scammers are doing right now. So I kind of teased this in another episode where Jericho was talking about Elon Musk and how he wanted to do this AI safety thing. And I said it's very much needed, and this is one of the reasons why. And I said I saw something on CNN, but it was actually Good Morning America. There was this lady recently, her and her daughter. Her daughter was going on a ski trip. She's young, I think in her 20s, something like that. Obviously, hip to social media, all that kind of stuff. She posts a lot, things like that. Someone made an AI model of her daughter's voice and then called her mother, basically pleading for her life, like she had been kidnapped. At the same time, this person had to know that her mother and daughter were away from each other because the daughter was on a skiing trip at that same time. So the scammer was basically trying to get the mother to give them some ransom money before she knew that it was a deep fake kind of call. So that's just one instance. She recognized that it wasn't quite right. Was able to call her daughter and verify, and it turned out it was a scammer. So that's the thing that's happening right now. So another thing that happened, and this isn't new, but like we said before, it's getting better and better. So like a few years ago, there was an article in the New York Post where the similar thing kind of happened. A guy, he was talking on the phone with his bank, and then the conversation ended, and then the bank received another phone call from the guy, but it was just his voice, and it just didn't sound right. Or I know that banks have like certain detections, like voice detections, things like that. So that kind of gave it away, like back then a few years ago. But I don't know if anyone has successfully extracted money from people, but obviously this is a very real thing with very convincing voices that's happening right now. So what are your thoughts on that?
I hope my mother never hears about this. That's my first thought. She might watch this and find out about it, but somehow I hope she just misses this episode somehow, because she's the person that I think would fall for it. Just like right away. Oh,
Yeah,
hey, Mom.
we've seen this before with older people who aren't familiar with the technology.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Not necessarily AI, but just scams and things in the past. They usually prey upon older people.
I think the big danger, besides the obvious, is that it's like this boy who cried wolf thing. It causes this sense of skepticism that's not, because, okay, on the off chance that something really bad does happen, you get a call about something bad news. Now you have to think, what if this isn't right? Like, what if this isn't real? You have to go through extra steps to verify stuff. Oh, my son was in an accident. He was in an accident. You got to blah, blah. I don't know what could possibly happen to make you go, okay, well, I have to go through all of my checklist of verifying this is real first. But it just is another thing to get in the way of what could be a real problem. So that's gonna be, they're doing their job with any new technology we talked about. There can be a positive and a negative to it, and it seems like the people that figure out the negative part work a lot faster than the people that figure out the positive part. It's like, let's fix cancer. Okay, it'll take 58 years. Let's make it so that your arm just falls off. Okay, it'll take 3 days to. I guess like how it feels like that.
For sure. Yeah, that kind of. I guess I kind of thought about it, but I didn't really. I guess for people who don't think of the negative uses, it's kind of shocking to a certain degree. That's not where my brain goes. Where
yeah, mine neither. But
let me use this to just. But like we said in the intro, it's really crazy how good it is. But fortunately, there's some things that you can do
okay.
To I guess not prevent it, but what's the word? Vet whoever is attempting to call you. One thing you can do is if you're not a public figure, you can keep your profiles private. That'll just keep random people out of what you got going on. Second thing you can do is if it's a phone call, just check the number. Don't just answer anything. If it's an unfamiliar number, international call, a number you don't recognize, maybe don't pick it up. And the third thing is, and this is a big thing that I recently started doing, something I noticed you do, and I think a lot of more people should do, but they don't, is stop posting everywhere you're going. Like that can be super dangerous. It's just that's a whole nother. That kind of makes this work, right? That made that phone call scam work because somehow that person knew where she was going and when she was going there, and that just made the whole situation a lot more dangerous. So, yeah, those are three things that you can do to maybe check that out and see if it's fake or not. But in the meantime, what you can also do is keep watching the Life of Circus podcast.
Nice.
You can be informed, and you can also share this video with somebody so they can be informed. That's two things.
Pay it forward, y'all. Okay.
But yeah, we out of here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment as well. And we'll see you on another episode. Words.
It's gonna be okay.
The scammers got my voice, Jericho. Help me.
Oh man. Is this even really you? I can't even tell.
They took our jobs.